When was last time that your business felt effortless? Everything was working, you felt happy, no friction whatsoever. That is not something that many people are used to. And my wife and I, we weren't used to that either. And I think it's got to do with us and the way we are programmed. For instance, let's say I was always very insecure growing up, and I had like a mental hero for every situation I found myself in. I would find myself in a situation and think about the person that would handle that properly. And then when it comes to the business, to the career that I've had in visual effects, even the visual effects experts that I found along the way, I was trying to learn from them without having much of my own ideas, because I never valued myself. When we went on business, it was the same thing. Going from courses to courses, from program to program, just following the instructions to the T, because I don't know why. I never trust myself. This is a new thing. I should learn from the masters, from the gurus. But the problem with that is that you forget about you in the mix. And when you forget about you in the mix, you end up creating somebody else's success. We created somebody else's success as well. We ended up with a fantastic business, my wife and I. At the peak of our success, we were making 40K a month. We had a team of 7 people. We had monthly rolling promotions. We knew about copywriting, marketing. We built funnels every month almost, and we had 2 big launches a year. Exactly how they taught us in the courses and in the programs. It was working. Sure, it's working. But we felt miserable. After years of doing that, we felt miserable. And the magical moment happened. The magical moment where we couldn't take it anymore. And I feel like frustration is one of our best friends. If you really understand that there is gold behind frustration, and it always hides a lesson. The magical thing that happens with that frustration, the frustration of being tired, frustration of, yes, making money, but knowing that if we stopped creating content, we would not make any money anymore, created anxiety. So Alessia couldn't take it anymore, and she said, I'm not doing videos, so you either find a new way or I'm not doing this. And then that's a blessing, because when I'm forced to find something that nobody's done, your brain really becomes magical. Becomes magical because you've got so much power in you if you're looking for alignment within, and start asking questions like, right, how do I do this? I don't have any courses, I don't have any gurus to follow on this. How would I create a business that is actually in line with me? And then it's incredible. When you start designing your life first, start thinking about, okay, how the heck do I want to live my life? Do I want to be stuck in front of a desk, or can I create content in a park with just one camera? Turns out it's possible. Can you coach people with audio only without having to do Zoom calls? Yes, you can. Actually, people prefer that. Can you not have funnels, but just create content that resonates with people so that they'll come to you instead of you having to spoon feed every single call to action in every single page that you create? Yes, because smart people are self-led. So you don't have to be a babysitter for them. When I realized all of this stuff, everything changed. Because then I said, brilliant, I'm gonna try and do something that feels good, no matter what the other people say, what the gurus say. What if I create something that it doesn't feel like a funnel? It's not even a funnel. What if I change my sales page into an offer doc? What if I make it so simple that it's impossible to miss? What if I clarify my message so well that people would immediately think, yes, this is for me? That's the kind of work we've done, and I was impressed. When I really started believing that I could do this, even creating videos without researching or scripting for hours started resonating with people. I started receiving messages from complete strangers saying, I watched that video, it was revolutionary for me. Can you tell me how we can work together? Because I've got this and this problem to be fixed, and I know you know what I feel, and I'd like you to help me find a solution. When that happened the first time, I thought, wow, this is amazing. And then when it happened again and again, I thought maybe we're onto something. Until now, we just run with the assumption that this is exactly what we are producing. If we create enough resonance in what we do, we start from our energy, we realign the elements of our business in order to fulfill our lifestyle, everything clicks. And when it clicks for you, it clicks for others. And this is what we help people do. This is what I love doing, because when people come and say, I feel happy, like I'm in love again. Yeah, I know it's very cheesy, but a client of ours actually told us that. I've got a voice message that can prove it. I feel so happy about it, because I feel like that person that could create that business was there all along, and I was just a guide to sort of point to the right direction. And I'm very passionate about this, because we can all create businesses that we love. We can all dare to desire a life that is not just in front of a desk or with specific constraints, like working 8 hours a day or more, constantly grinding, or doing something that deep inside you don't want to do. Maybe you don't want to do a launch that takes 6 weeks to just deploy and other 3 months to design. Definitely it's not what I want to do. And I did it, I learned everything about it, but then one day I said, enough. There is a better way. There's always a better way. And the search for alignment, it's one of the most sacred searches that you can have, because it allows you to actually create the life that you want. If you want to be part of conversations like this, when we find alignment in all the elements of your business, from your offer to your messaging to your funnel to your content, this is what we do in the club. And the club is not a course with a community attached to it. It's a place when we can discuss and level up as human beings, and therefore create businesses worth waking up in the morning for. If you don't know anything about Alessia and I invite you to watch this video right here. And if you want more information about the club, check the video, check the link in the description box below.